So do you have any regrets?
Garfield, maybe?
Hey kids, remember Zombieland? You know, the R-rated comedy starring talents like Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, and not Mark Zuckerberg about surviving the zombie apocalypse? It's a good movie with a lot of entertainment value, packed with clever genre humor, bloody zombie slaying action, heart, and Twinkies. It also came out in 2009. In our current era of never-ending sequels, remakes, reboots, book adaptations? A book adaptation? In our current era of never-ending sequels, remakes, reboots, book adaptations, and ill-advised cinematic universes, the fact that there hasn't been a new Zombieland movie within a decade is shocking. After all, the film was successful critically and commercially, it still has a strong cult following, and it's easily director Ruben Fleischer's best film. Oh dear God. Wait, he made a short film called Masturbation? What? So why was Zombieland 2 in development hell so long? I don't know why I'm asking you that. I already know the answer. But you're about to find out! The answer to this conundrum lies in its star-studded cast. The 2010s have been very kind to Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin in terms of their career growth and how they've all been nominated for Academy Awards. As a result, all four of them are actors in high demand, meaning that they all have their own busy schedules with minimal to no overlap. And they're kind of all characters and actors that you need to make a sequel, seeing as the first Zombieland is a character-based comedy that relies heavily on the actors. And keep in mind that the first Zombieland released in an era just before the Marvel Studio-style multi-film contracts became the norm. So with all that baggage, how is the new sequel to Zombieland, i.e. Zombieland Double Tap, that has now clawed its way out of development hell? To answer, the new film is solid enough. The new Zombieland follows our beloved ragtag makeshift zombie apocalypse family in Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock 10 years after the original as they try to find meaning in their lives, mostly in the form of romance. This is probably Zombieland Double Tap's smartest move, to focus on the characters and their relationships. Zombieland Double Tap is at its best when it lets the actors and their witty dialogue run wild. Watching the funny banter between the Floridian Tallahassee and the overly cautious Columbus is enjoyable, as is Columbus's loving relationship with Stone's blunt, deadpanning Wichita, Tallahassee's and Little Rock's father-daughter dynamic, and Columbus's new love triangle with the prep Madison, who is basically Zombieland Barbie, or Zombarby. All of them are very fun to watch, as well as are some other newcomers and some good old cameos. Though still nothing beats the cameo from the first movie, you know, because Bill Murray is Bill Murray, you know?
Garfield, maybe?
However, the main narrative in Zombieland Double Tap isn't very strong and drags the rest of the film down. The central conflict of the story is that one of the crew unexpectedly leaves and that there are new, more dangerous zombie types to be wary of, but the film doesn't do anything very inspired or interesting with this story. The plot is very meandering, often taking pointless, albeit fun, detours that barely move the story forward in any meaningful way, and stretches the movie's already short runtime. In fact, Double Tap often feels like a movie of separate Zombieland-themed comedic sketches cobbled together, and as a result, there are some inconsistencies with the characters in the script, like Woody Harrelson's Tallahassee has a scene that shows that he has a strong distaste of musicianship as a profession, yet he is a big fan of Elvis Presley. Yeah, I guess Elvis doesn't count as a musician? The biggest problem with the story in Zombieland Double Tap is the film's third act, which is incredibly rushed and unfulfilling. Sure, there is a big zombie battle scene like in the first movie, but nothing really builds up to a meaningful and satisfying conclusion in Double Tap. It just doesn't soar like the first Zombieland did. Overall, Zombieland Double Tap is a fun excursion with great actors and some characters that, you know, I remember very fondly, but is weighed down by a lackluster story. The actors and their lightning quick delivery of witty lines is fun, but the, movie itself isn't very compelling. It's fun as a little bit of escapist entertainment, but not so much as a overarching movie with themes and anything that will make you really remember it in days to come. See ya.
Garfield, maybe.